you ever wondered why God even cares about our sin? Pause and think through this with me for a minute. You're telling me that the God of the universe, the one who made literally everything, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipowerful, there's to say he is the most powerful being in the universe would be diminishing, because that would suggest that there is even something with which to compare him to. And you're telling me that that being has nothing better to do than to concern himself with my browser history. See, this is where people get messed up with sin. They think that God is concerned about their sin because of some superiority complex or some type of need to be worshipped or for us to meet his expectations. God doesn't need anything from us. He needs absolutely nothing. He is the thing that is complete. We are the thing that are incomplete. And so why does God care about our sin? Here's why. Because God built us with his justice written on our hearts, which means that when we sin, our own conscience will condemn us. Now, what happens when we feel condemned? Well, if you go back to the garden, you'll notice that the first thing that Adam and Eve did when they became aware of their sin is they hid from God. We've already established that God doesn't need anything from us. He's already complete. But we certainly need something from him. In fact, we derive our very existence from him, which means that if we hide ourselves from him, we are cutting ourselves off from the very thing that gives us existence. See, God doesn't care about our sin because he's some narcissist that needs us to fit some type of perfect mold to satisfy him. God cares about our sin because he understands that sin will literally pollute us into rebelling against the very thing that keeps us alive. Sin is the mechanism that his enemy uses to draw us into situations that will harm us. We like to think we're so evolved and so civil and we've just come so far as a species, but let me tell you, shut the power and water off for a couple of weeks and you'll see how quickly we cross over that line from being civilized to savages. See, sin is a cancer of the mind that leads us into all manner of self-destructive behaviors. The truth that Satan is working so hard to keep you from is that your heavenly Father isn't worried about your sin because of some type of narcissistic need to be worshipped or for his people or his creation to meet some type of arbitrary standard. No, he's concerned about your sin because he loves you. And he knows that if you cut yourself off from him, that you literally are cutting yourself off from the very thing that gives you life.